what's up? What's up?
What's up, everybody? Long
How's things
time
going?
no see.
Wow, you sound very enthusiastic. Long time no see, guys. I just was, I guess we're here. I guess again. Let's see what happens, guys. But anyway, how's things going with you guys? Good, good. How you going, Tony? What's going on with you?
It's going good, going good. Been very busy, but a good type of busy.
A good type of busy.
It's a good type of. It's good to keep busy.
Okay, he's getting his freak on. But anyway,
Ah,
that's what we figured out. So,
Bad.
Anywho, we're going into the Nijisanzi, I think I'm saying it, Nijisanzi VTuber Drama. Has to do with basically a genre of YouTube I had no clue existed, a company I had no clue existed, and a situation I just found out. Which is kind of interesting because apparently there is a situation whereby a company that is kind of like runs like as a manager for a bunch of virtual streamers, VTubers. We're going to play a pyro cynical video. We're going to react to it. We're going to put our insights into it and pretty much watch a couple other videos to give you a general idea of what is going on. Tony, what's your thoughts?
The story itself, I will say this real quick, trigger warning to people. One of the VTubers will be talking about, how she was depressed and there was a unalive attempt. So I just want to give a trigger warning. I actually like VTubers. Like, I'm not like constantly watching them, but I get their whole thing about hiding their face and all this other stuff. It's very hard for me to be serious about this when you paused on that, by the way.
Yes, that wasn't the most best representation of VTubers, I would say.
Yeah, I know. But basically, VTubers are people that go and play video games, and instead of showing their face, which a lot of people don't like to show their face, but that's
Case
what
in point,
catches
us.
people. Yeah, that's
Well,
so they use a
me,
program.
not you.
Well, yeah, I don't mind showing my. I don't give a shit. But there's a lot of people, like a lot of gamers. You like to see the person's face or something in the corner. So there's a program on Steam where you can download it, and you can create your own avatar. You can, and it works with your camera, ray tracing and stuff like that. And it's actually kind of cool. It's a good alternative, but sometimes it fails.
Yeah, and then they see the real you, and then they see you in your pajamas and your hair's all messed up, and you're like literally eating a sandwich while you're in the middle of a video. So that's not good at all.
Mistakes happen. We've looked through some. We've looked through. What was that guy that did that naughty thing? What was that guy's name?
You talking about Darkside Phil? He wasn't using an avatar. He basically didn't realize he was on a recording while he was jacking off before a stream.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea, like not to tape over his camera, but the guy has made a lot of bad decisions, like wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars on microtransaction for a wrestling game. The guy is definitely low count material, and he has destroyed his career on the stupidity that he's done on this platform. But that is another video for another day.
Oh yeah. Mistakes happen though. Mistakes do happen.
Some mistakes are worse than others. Let's play this.
Exactly.
For example, a couple of years ago, if you look back at the Minecraft scene, they were basically up there with like Tom Hanks and Ryan Gosling. They were enormous. And now they still have an enormous following, but nowhere near as much. And in the streaming world, you have people that basically blew up in like a year. And to this day, they're still very, very popular. Like, for example, White Eye Show Speed and Black Jinxie. But
yeah, those guys are popular, but Jesus Christ, they are terrible examples to use for good streamers that just blew up.
Yeah, they did blow up. Like, they blew up.
Yeah.
That has recently blown up overnight. And this is like, bro, this is unprecedented. This is someone that has not uploaded onto YouTube for like, I think like a year or 2 years. And when they did a return stream, they basically got the best part of 200,000 views. That is up there with like Drake playing.
It was actually 1.4 million. This video is a little old, but I seen it. It was quite insane.
Hey, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Literally on a live stream, this person, highest views just live, concurrent live, was 150,000 people. Literally a small city was watching this person. She was probably getting better views than some fucking football games. I was kind of shocked.
Fortnite. So this story revolves around the VTuber Selen Tatsuki. Now, again, I do want to say I probably am going to butcher a lot of these names. Apologies for that. Now, I've known about VTubers for a while.
You and me both, sir. I butcher names on a daily basis.
But I had no idea how deep the rabbit hole went. VTubers are basically people that instead of showing their face, they'll have like a character on screen. This could be something it's usually anime, but it could be something drawn, something furry. Basically, they're not showing their face. They usually have some kind of character emoting and talking. I actually remember years ago, there was a VTuber of a guy that was like, I think a doge or something, and that guy was blowing up. This is going back like 4 or 5 years. I totally forget the guy's name. And then his streaming rig actually broke and he face revealed in front of hundreds of thousands of people. I'm sure that is always a constant anxiety for VTubers, but again, the scene is enormous. So
I wonder if you could just put like a mask over your face, like one of those like skin tight masks. You can't.
You can't because the camera has to be like perfect, and you have to digitally like look at the camera and set it up and put little points on your face while looking at the computer screen. Like it has to be perfect.
What if you have like little balls and like?
You're trying to find no. In the future, they'll probably make it perfect.
I just realized what I sounded like. What if you have little balls on your face?
Oh,
like,
God.
that came out of my mouth, and I was like, oh, that's not gonna sound good. I was thinking like the gaming industry with like little pinballs. That's it.
Exactly. The chat was insane. I saw some of it. The chat just kept on rolling.
Yeah, I could not imagine having over 200,000 people watching you. That would give me such anxiety.
I get anxiety over 25.
I don't get anxiety, but I get if I had over almost 200,000 people watching me live, I'd be like, oh my God, like holy fuck.
Ellen, like a lot of VTubers, had multiple characters, and one of these characters was called Doki Bird. And apparently, after some poor management, borderline abuse, she was fired by her management company. Keep in mind, a lot of these VTubers, it does basically run like a factory. Like, usually they're attached to huge monolithic companies that are usually very out of touch. Surprisingly, not Nintendo. But then in December of...
It does come from the same country that Nintendo comes from, Japan.
And this is true.
Like, they are so out of motherfucking touch, Japan. Like, just as a side rant, like, the Pokemon series, what the fuck? They haven't updated that shit in like 20 years. They strike everyone that actually plays that game on live a lot, every time. You can't even do live play in the game without worrying about being hit by Nintendo. And then, like, an indie company with $5 million and literally got a kid from a grocery store makes a better Pokemon game than fucking Nintendo Pokemon.
Are you talking about that game that's apparently getting sued?
It's not getting sued.
I know it's a joke. That's the joke of it.
I mean, like, it just shows you how out of touch people are.
Yeah.
2023, she was hospitalized, apparently trying to take her own life. Now, this was for a multitude of reasons. One of the ones I could find was apparently a music video was put out that cost $15,000, and then it was just removed the first day it came out.
$20,000, but, you know.
And one of the reasons why Doki Bird blew up is because she took to Twitter to talk about her situation. I will not be silenced anymore. On December, I was hospitalized for an attempt that was caused by a built-up of bullying from within and being in a toxic and poor environment from numerous months that led up to my breaking point. I requested to leave first, but on more neutral terms on the 26th of January. Now, that tweet, despite having no screenshots, no real proof, just more of a statement, it blew up. It got around 150,000 likes, but she's basically saying that
he didn't also mention that apparently she kind of disappeared from the internet for a little bit, for like about 2 months, I think, afterwards. And everyone was wondering, what the hell? Where is this person? What is happening? Because she had like a huge file. She has this huge following called Dragoons. She calls them Dragoons. She still calls them now with her new avatar. And they were like constantly asking. And what I don't know if he's going to get to this part, but apparently when she did post, it was in Japanese grammar. So it was... Hi, Crimson. Mm-hmm. So it was being implied by a lot of people that since this Japanese company actually owns all the social media of this person, including their Twitter, their channel, they even took the 100K sub thing button, for their company, that they were posting on her behalf, basically taking control and pretending to be her, which is kind of crazy that a company pretends to be you. To save their ass, and this is like a multi-billion-dollar corporation. But yeah, that was crazy.
She's broken away from her company. They were very negligent towards her, basically abusive, and she's going to return to streaming, but as a solo content creator. You're probably wondering, who is this big bad company that took advantage of Dokibird so much? Was it Machinima coming back from the dead? Well, apparently...
Oh, that's a name we haven't heard, right, Tony?
Right, we grew up with Machinima.
Machinima. Oh my God.
Machinima.
If you don't know the history of Machinima, okay. Before YouTube, like YouTube didn't have like the partnerships like it has now, where you could just apply for a gaming channel, like apply and like if you were a gaming channel, you only had one choice to be monetized, and that was Machinima. If you weren't if you weren't working, if they weren't your manager, you were not getting a paycheck. Okay, it was just that simple. And Machinima, you go.
No, I was gonna say they're so old. Before YouTube was even invented, they were on Underground.
Yeah, they were on Underground, which was another site that basically had like, you know,
Flash
animations. I used to watch that shit all the time. And sometimes you would find to download like episodes or something if you were lucky. But anyway, this company ran YouTube, and eventually out of being out of date and how YouTube finally said, hey, okay, you're a gaming channel. We're just going to let you be monetized. You don't have to go through this piece of shit company that's taking like fucking 40% of your money or some ridiculous sum of the profits. Yep. Eventually, people broke their contracts, and the company went belly up because of mismanagement and everything. But yeah, if you were a gaming channel in like 2014, 15, started out
14, 15 around there. That was the place.
You needed Machinima. You could not go. But yeah.
Hey Zen.
Brief internet history of YouTube. Machinima.
Currently, they're called Niji Sanji. Now, I'm taking a look at them right now, and they are a virtual YouTuber agency owned by a company called AnyColor. Now, if you look at any of the screenshots, you can just see like the roster of VTuber.
Jesus Christ.
Are those original? Are those from animes?
Originals, and basically the company owns this image. So once you're fired, they take the image. They take the avatar. You can't take it with you.
That's why she's in the blonde.
Yeah, because they own it. They own her image. They own her social media, the channel, everything. It's owned in the contract.
Oh, I would hate that.
They even own. She's selling products. They were taking 99% of the profits of the clothing lines and everything.
Oh, I would hate that for someone to own your image,
not your name, and your image and all that. It's just crazy.
That they have. Jesus Christ. Now, Doki is not the first person to talk about this. Apparently, a lot of insiders at Niji Sanji have talked about their experiences being very, very bad with the company. Now, back onto that song I talked about.
Very disconnected. Basically, they don't want to do their job. They don't try to get you sponsors to pay for your events. They expect you to pay for everything. Like at one point, this girl, Dokibird, that's her new name. She was like, she's made $200,000, but made no money because she had to spend all the money on the projects.
That's ridiculous. You're literally a slave. You're literally a slave.
And it's like, wait a minute, you're not going to get sponsors? Like, why would your company, like, what's the point of a managing company, a manager that doesn't get you sponsors? That is outrageous.
Not a good manager.
Yeah. It's like you cannot rely on ad revenue on this fucking platform or memberships, really, if you're going to try to make the big bucks. The big bucks is sponsorships, like, you know, and you can make a lot of money very quickly by sponsorships. Like I'm talking 30,000, 40,000 a pop, maybe more. I've
her going solo is probably the best thing for her to do, because then she would have to be up to managing herself, because that's what a lot of YouTubers do. Like even Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie for a while until, you know, now he's the god of YouTube, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. It's just, what's the point? Yeah, I don't get what's the point. I mean, like if they're going to just basically rob all your profits from your fucking merchandise line, I wouldn't advertise it at all. There's no incentive.
Earlier, which cost around $15,000. That was Selen, or, you know, Dokibird, as everyone knows her at the minute. And she released a cover of a song by Lily Pichu, who's, again, another very popular VTuber. Now, you could argue that Lily Pichu isn't a VTuber herself, but I counter that because she streamed One Shot like 10 days ago, and she had like a drawn character that emoted. So that's it. That, for me, personally, that...
Now, I feel like VTubing is going to be like something that's going to be more and more used. Like, who the fuck wants to show their face on this fucking platform?
You see, everybody knows... Like we were talking earlier, everybody knows my face, but I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah, because you can do the record like reactions and stuff. I only think
Yeah.
the only like the caveat I have is like I don't know if I would want like a 40-year-old adult pretending to be like a 17-year-old anime child.
Yeah,
That's just
no,
weird
I'm
to me.
not into lollies. No, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
just
that.
weird to me. I'm like, that's creepy, bro.
No.
That is the checklist if you're a VTuber. Now, Niji Sanji basically said that Doki Bird wasn't paying artists for commissions. Despite them saying that, artists have came out and said, yes, we were paid for commissions, so they're obviously lying. But this is actually because they were trying to get their invoices paid by Niji Sanji. And they were fighting that company so long to be paid that Doki Bird basically stepped up herself and paid these artists out of her own pocket. And then apparently,
Way to go, Ninja
Wow.
Sansi. Basically, I was watching this law turtle, but I'm sorry we're pausing. We're pausing a lot because fair use, obviously, and we're not going to play without something.
By the way, this is Pyrocynical. He's somebody I watch literally daily. He's
Yeah,
good channel.
but
Please subscribe to him.
one day you'll meet him. But anyway, basically, like that's clear defamation by that company. But it's even worse in Japan. Like you could sue someone based upon like it's a lot more easier to sue people based on defamation in Japan. Like even
Yeah.
like if you were accidentally filmed in the streets, someone can easily be like, I didn't give you permission to film me, and you can get in trouble for that, filming people's faces in the streets in Japan. Which I'm kind of going for that one. I kind of like that idea, but whatever. So they block out everyone's faces when they can.
when they let Doki Bird go, they didn't even tell her that she was fired. Like, she basically had to find out herself. Apparently, as well, looking into it, the only reason she actually learned about why she was fired is because they posted it on Twitter. Imagine being let go from a company, and the only way you found out is because they put it on Twitter. You weren't told yourself. Now, that's a brief synopsis to what happened. I do want to dig a little bit deeper. The problem is that means explaining VTuber lore. And if you're confused already, it's only going to get worse. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering like 3 out of 5 words I'm saying right now. I gotta be honest, I've been looking into this VTuber lore, and it's like trying to explain the Metal Gear Solid lore to like someone you just met on Fall Guys. So Selen Tatsuki that I mentioned.
That's a lot of sayings that probably the audience does not understand. But
Yeah.
he's from a different generation. But there used to be a game called Fall Guys. Everyone was playing it. It was literally a game where a bunch of people ran and tried to
It was fun. It was
push
fun. I
people
played
off
it.
ledges.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear, I'm sure Sleuth played Metal Gear Solid. I know that.
Mentioned earlier, one of her characters is Doki Bird. She's a Canadian Hong Kong VTuber, and she was affiliated with Niji Sanji's EN's second generation group known as Obsidia. Again, the lore goes deep. Dude, I thought Petscop lore was bad, but trying to like understand VTuber stuff, it's so... Doki Bird is the current character, the one that's juicing, but that was basically an alt account that she had. This is the tweet that they put out, by the way, letting her know that she's been terminated. We hereby announce that we have made the difficult decision to terminate our contract with the Niji Sanji EN liver Selen Tatsuki, effective immediately due to repeated breaches of contract and misleading statements on social platforms. Now, obviously, no one likes Twitter, but the only good addition they have there is the community notes, and they did not disappoint, instantly roasting this monolithic corporation by basically saying, no, she did have the rights to use the music. It's totally fine. And then this company, Niji Sanji, that terminated.
Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? What's the market cap of this company?
I have no idea. That's all fancy shit. You would know that.
Let me see the market. It's a Japanese traded company. So what's the market cap?
They own a lot of people. That's the thing. They own you.
Okay, so let me see.
So hold on a second. So this girl's living here, or she's living here.
She's living in Canada, I believe.
Yeah, she's living here. Wouldn't that be illegal in US? Like as far as keeping all income?
What was happening? Like the 99% of like products. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like it's a little tough. I mean, you'd have to go to. I mean,
if she's working for Japan,
it's a contract between Japan to Canada. I don't know. Let me see.
She would have to go there physically to press any lawsuits. It's kind of like if
she is suing, but it's for a different thing. So let me see.
It's not for this. Okay.
No, it's for this. But okay, so the market capitalization of this company is $1.2 billion after it fell a while, like pretty badly recently. But You would think a multi-billion-dollar corporation would not be such a fucking failure.
Doki Bird. As soon as they did that, do you think they maybe took a break? Maybe they, one of their biggest creators just got fired and she found out on Twitter. It might be a little bit, the waters might not be great. Let's stay away from the internet for a few days. No, because straight after they started shilling a new merch drop. And this
What the fuck? Like, who runs this company? How does this company become a multi-billion-dollar corporation or a multi-billion?
I don't know. Let me be real here. I love anime.
Really?
So much. I am such a dork when it comes to anime. I love it. But this scares me. This is too much.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Jesus Christ.
led on to a knock-on effect where other companies didn't want to associate with Niji Sanji, like for example Height, which is basically it's a PC company where you can buy pre-built PCs. And by the way, I do want to recommend, if you ever want to get your own PC, buying a pre-built, it is incredibly expensive. It probably is a waste of money, but I do recommend that you buy a pre-built PC, because last time I built a PC on this stream a couple years ago. That is the first and last time I'm ever doing.
I agree with that. I used to build fucking my own PC, and it was easy, and now it's just too fucking complicated. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point. So you're probably just better off buying a pre-built PC or something at this point. But that's just a side note.
Doing that.
I came on here with the foresight that I am a fucking moron. I am a moron. I'm admitting this.
Pyro, you forgot the Sorcon.
I forgot the what?
Oh yeah, the people who tip him are like brutal, but he loves it.
This is disaster. We need to react to him fucking actually building this PC and just laugh at this. This is kind of
Oh,
funny.
I watched that video from start to end, and he was like, he lost a screw and he had a panic attack, and he's like, "Is it in the fan? What is it like?" Like, you literally went on a journey with him.
And also, like, his hands are not like so static shock can hit the RAM or the motherboard and fucking fry it.
Sorcon D's nuts.
Okay, funny, buddy, funny. Mods 1 month ban.
Now, after this call-out post, Doki Bird blew up. Like, I'm talking astronomical numbers. Like, it basically, the entire internet collectively banded together just to shit on Niji Sanji. Because in the first day alone of her call-out, if you look at Social Blade, she got 200,000 subscribers.
Let me see what the chat says. It says, I have someone running around using my face as their profile pic, and it's creepy. This is also weird. I suggest nobody use their face. So this girl is living here. Okay, I've never heard of any of this, and it seems like it would go against our labor laws. It probably does, but...
It does, but it's complicated because you're working in your country, out of country.
Yeah,
I'm not savvy with that.
And like, to sue them, you have to have two different lawyers, one here and one in Japan.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
On her YouTube channel, when before that she was averaging like 150 subs a day. She got 420 subs on one of the days. funny drugs number. Keep in mind, 250,000 subscribers and still going.
So, guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers. Thank you all.
VTubing, she live streamed on YouTube. Now, she set this thing at like a 30-hour wait. And I remember at some points it was like 20 hours before the live stream even started. And there was already like 10,000 people waiting in that.
I seen that. It was fucking ridiculous. It was 150,000 people live watching this damn video. She got 2.4. I think that they got 2.4 billion, and then she was able to not only be the first video when she did this. She was not only able to apply for monetization. She got monetized the next day, and this lady's making hands over fist money. I've never seen so many super chats, memberships in my life, just being thrown at a person. It was crazy.
But it's would you say like it's also well earned as well? Because sorry, my thingy went off. It's well earned. My thingy. I can't say its name because then it will talk to me and it'll be a thing.
Sorry.
No. You got it wrong. That's not her name. It's okay, baby. Quiet down. I'll talk to you later. So
I'm gonna just randomly scream stuff. Sorry, change the channel. Fox. Anyway.
What was I going to say? But you think it's well deserved considering that they took so much money from her and she had to pay out of pocket. So when I see those numbers and people are like, "Oh my God, she had so many," I'm like, "Yeah, she deserves it, though."
Yeah. Let me see. I imagine having a big of a channel and not really making much at all. I agree with BTM. Sponsors are the only way. Yeah, man, that's how you make the freaking money around this parts. I mean, like the problem is like you have to be kind of clean to get certain sponsors a little bit. Like you can't like probably let's just say we probably won't get sponsored.
We will never get a sponsor. And it's not, and the thing is though, it's not because of Tim, it's because of me.
I mean, like even if this
and we will
like
never get sponsored.
like even if it was like 100K channel and you had all these people, it's just like they're not going to want people that like talk about dark subjects or anything like that. I mean, maybe we'll get like VPN maybe one day, like if someone was like, but like there's no way. So you kind of have to have a clean image. Like that's why Mr. Beast makes hands over fist money, because he's never cursing. He's kind of like cool. He's very clean, and that's how it goes.
That chat. And this same stream got over 1 million views in just under a day. So this again, I had no idea the VTuber scene was so huge, man. God damn. Now, I've gone through this stream, which I do want to say is probably the first and last VTuber stream I will unironically watch in my entire life. But there are some things to note. Like, for example, she talks about how bad her schedule was. She'd basically wake up at 7 o'clock in the evening, which is probably what most of you do, and then would play video games until 11 in the morning. Believe me, I've been there. It sucks.
All right. You guys want to know my schedule before then? This was my schedule before then. I wake up at 7 p.m.
Wait, how old is she?
I have no clue.
It's weird because you see the anime, you see her avatar, and then you hear her voice, and you're like, she's 12. Like that's it's kind of a mind fuck because I'm like, how old is she? She really could be like 67. We don't know.
Yeah, that's the whole
part.
point. That's the whole point of the thing is that you're watching this person, this like avatar with the voice and like them laughing and having fun, and I guess people just like that.
I wake up at 7 p.m. I eat lunch. I eat lunch. I play video games. It's 4 a.m. I eat dinner. And then I play until I'm so fucking tired that I pass out. That was the most healthiest schedule I had for almost a month straight. Wasn't that?
That sounds horrible. That sounds like hell. Imagine being forced to play video games as a job.
Well, here's the thing.
Christ.
We got to go back to, I would say, Jacksepticeye, Mad Vlad, all of them. If you have a gaming channel, you're going to be working a lot. And you're going to be making videos on top of videos so you can have that couple days off and stuff. But that's if you're independent. Now, imagine if you're working for a management company that owns every aspect of you and your persona online.
Get to work, slave. Get to work.
Yeah. That's
Get playing those Minecraft games. We got to get a diamond. I don't know what a diamond does in Minecraft, but we got to get a diamond. It's like, oh my God. I mean, like I play video games, but it's usually like moderation. It's like a fun thing. It's like an hour or so for my day, and boom, I'm done. But like, imagine being forced to play a video game for hours on end in front of people and having a shitty work and having no freedom. And oh my God, this is like hell. That's hell, man.
It is hell.
I'd rather work at McDonald's and just.
And we're gamers. That's the thing. These are gamers telling you this.
That is hellish.
And so when I saw, I was like, oh my God, now to don't make it depressing. Don't make it.
I feel like she's having a manic episode.
Don't make it depressing, Doki, please. They want to watch anime girls to escape from reality. I'm sorry. I need to get back into the groove of things, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And then she goes ahead and talks about how, she's actually getting her life in order now because she doesn't have this huge monolithic company, pulling all the strings behind her. And, she's getting therapy, looking at improving herself, and actually has some goals.
You know what's funny? I actually just came back from therapy, and Yeah, I have weekly therapy now because that definitely sounded so healthy, right? So anyway, I have a purpose now. I do. I'm not playing video games until freaking 11 in the morning anymore. I actually have stuff I want to do again. I actually have goals. I actually have things I want to do, things I want to play, things I want to plan.
And on top of that as well, Doki Bird now has a manager. Apparently he's a pro Apex player in the X-Set team, and he's called Sovereign. She also talks about on stream as well how the manager reassures.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Like, like with the whole situation like that. Let me see. This sounds not normal. Yeah, that's the point. It's not normal to be forced to do all that shit. You know what I mean?
No.
But yeah, but this
We
is
have
kind
a lot of gaming videos on this channel, and you'll notice with some of them, I don't talk because I don't want to sit there and talk for hours.
Yeah, it doesn't really help with the
it doesn't-
engagement.
I know, but that's the thing. That's why I don't take it seriously.
It's
Like maybe if I was a VTuber, maybe
You're
I need
like-
an avatar or something. But I just when I'm playing a
Bro,
game, I'm
you playing
concentrating.
game, you're like, okay, guys, you can watch me, but you better just shut the fuck up and watch. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah,
You're taking a
That's how I
ride.
am.
It's like you're taking a ride, and I'm not here to entertain you. You're just here to watch. It's like, okay, bro.
And do you really want to hear me during Elden Ring swearing at the TV? Well, no,
I
that's what
kind of
people
do
like.
actually. That would be an
People like
amazing
that.
clip to react to, like him just screaming as he just gets pulverized.
Gone
by a
through my
dragon.
5th PlayStation controller. Yeah,
That would be amazing to react to. I'd laugh
I'm not
my
gonna do
ass
it.
off. Just like laughing at your misery, just like hoping to fuck
I'll
just
make.
have
You
the
know
chat
what?
mess you
I'm
up.
gonna check out the VTubing thing, and I'm gonna make an avatar.
Okay, as long as it's not some weird, creepy,
I'm
fucking
corrupted.
anime girl thing, I'm fine. Or an anime boy.
Maybe a bear. A lot of people say I look like a bear. Thank you.
A bear.
Maybe
Bear
just
with
a
like a
talking
top
bear.
hat, like with a top hat.
Or a bandana.
Or a bandana. A bear with
There
a
you
bandana.
go.
See, I would probably I would think about it, but I talk about pretty serious topics, and sometimes I
It
would
won't
think
match.
it
Yeah.
would not really be a cool idea for me to be like a talking bee while I'm discussing like some sort of missing kid case or something.
Yeah.
Like that. That'd be
It only
kinda
works for
fucked up.
gaming.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
for like if you're just having fun, you're chilling. Not when you're in a serious topic and you really don't want to like be insulting to a family or something like that. So just saying.
Yeah.
Shorter,
Yeah.
that nothing's going to come out of her own pocket. They'll get her sponsors and stuff like that. I have never heard of the X-Set team in my life, but one thing is for sure, they have picked up Doki at the right time. They are going to make a lot of money. Doki even talked about at one point how like she basically had over like $200,000 that she was just never paid for, like zero profit.
My mom scolded me about this because she looked at my financials and I made zero profit last year.
Oh my god, she's laughing. That's what scares me. Like, why are you laughing? I feel bad.
She does that a lot. She laughs a lot.
Maybe it's because she's uncomfortable with the numbers and everything. Like, I'm trying to find excuses to why she's.
No,
But, you know, some
that's
people
her streaming,
nervously.
let me give you an example. Let me stop sharing this one so I don't lose my place. I'll give you 1 second.
Mhm.
One moment. I'll show you our stream. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, just do share screen.
Okay, doing it.
Okay, so this is
now.
her channel, Doki. She's got 600. Okay, so this video here got 200K views in 2 days. Okay, so this is how she goes.
We're calling so many things. I'm doing my part. Oh shit. Oh, I can't see. I'm doing it.
Like, look at this. $140.
Don't worry.
1,000
Oh my
second.
god. I gotta get into this.
50 memberships there. 150 memberships. 100. And this is just 27 minutes into the 2-hour stream. Let me see if there's more money. More money. Just look at the money. I wonder if it gives me like the top, like all the. No, it doesn't. But
15 minutes.
I mean, like in 2 months, you made like almost $60,000. Like, look at the money.
She made good.
Like Tony's like, how guys?
I mean,
That's gonna get into a bear avatar.
I'm gonna already have the program, so I'm gonna look into
It's
like that's good money. Like, let's be real. As creepy as her whole online persona is, because you don't know how old she is. She's like a lolly or something. That's creepy, but really, it's quite clever.
She's like, how fast can I become a VTuber? If I can make 50,000 in 2 months, I'm there.
I'll try it out.
Try
it would
it
be
out.
well, we're gonna go on an adventure.
Woohoo!
We're gonna
That's
yeah,
gonna be
and
it.
I don't know what game we'll play, but we'll play something. Maybe the new Silent Hill. Oh wait, hold on.
Do laugh when they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Wish I played. What games is she playing? She's playing. I heard about the game. The game's Helldivers. She plays Batman: Arkham Knight.
Oh, so she's a mixed player. She doesn't stick to one genre. Yeah.
She plays Backroom. She just plays a lot of indie games and shit like that. A lot of
Popular
like,
at the time.
Apex Legends, stuff like that. You know, Power Worlds, stuff like that. Yeah. You got a share screen?
She also goes on about like
Yeah,
some anecdotal
shared.
stories here. I think at one point she says how she was playing single player games, and because she was just that dedicated to streaming, that she struggled to play games single player. So she would almost use her friends to reenact Twitch chat.
I would drag my friends in like a Discord call, and I'd be like, "Watch me play," and then listen to me comment.
That is really sad.
That is really, really sad. Imagine if I did that to you. I'd be like, okay, man, I want you to watch me play this game for an hour. You better make commentary, man. You better say something.
I was gonna say, you better entertain me. You better say something. I just don't want to hear heavy breathing or something. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing about gaming, is that sometimes, I'm only speaking from my experience, is I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say whatsoever, but they have something to say.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you're gonna pretend to be my chat, and I'm gonna be commentating while I play this game.
Now, towards the end of the stream, she does talk about the situation in depth. I'll just let this play out because I think it's very important.
But I only talk about this once. So, as y'all know, when the announcement dropped, I was just as surprised as all of you. I only found out because a friend messaged me, and I didn't even know what was in it. And I read it for the first time when I went public. When I all know that I did try to leave neutral, because I knew it would be very bad for everyone involved if it went to the last possible route. And I tried. I really did try to make it neutral. And I did get a lawyer because my emergency contact and I couldn't really handle it anymore, especially when I was still recovering. And I was lucky that I had a statement made in advance, which my lawyer helped edit in case this did happen, so I could respond instantly. The statement that was posted was written so I'd be safe and I can move forward and restart my life without being stuck in limbo forever. And I know there's a lot of people that wish for me to clarify or explain more, but I honestly can't, and I'm sorry. And these are the things that I can say. Though I was in the hospital for an attempt, and I provided medical documents of everything that happened to prove it, as well as the therapy sessions afterwards and doctor evaluation. Everyone knew I was in the hospital and the reason behind it a few days before I was discharged. And I was not referencing something that happened once that pushed me to it, but it was a buildup that stemmed for multiple months that led to my breaking point. I would never make this claim, but proof or confirmation, and only did so And my lawyer looked through the proof and believed and agreed it was happening. In multiple months from what I showed. I honestly wish I could have met you all one last time. And I cried when I found that I couldn't. And I hope I can still meet you on the future, even if I'll be a little different. My final note on all of this is let's not harass or bully anybody. I already know how that felt. I want us to be adults and not make it high school.
Wow.
And I want to move on, focus on us, succeed, and be better. And the Lunar New Year is coming, and it's 2 new beginnings. And it's time to leave the past behind us and make new memories.
And that's pretty much the whole situation with Doki.
I mean, like, that's pretty sad. I mean, I can imagine the pressure this person went through, and it's a pretty sad situation. Tony?
No, I agree.
No.
I'm still mind boggled by the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So we got the second part.
Mhm.
Pyro. Let's see. Second. Let me just stop sharing screen.
Again,
here.
credit to Pyro.
Credit to Pyro. Let's see.
Credit Pyro Cynical.
It sounds like you're doing a prayer. Credit to Pyro. All credit to Pyro.
Amen. Ding ding. You know the little bells and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Church. I'm a recovering Catholic. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. 10 Hail Marys. 1 Our Father. All right, let's hit the play button. You got the shade screen.
Oh, sorry.
Too busy? Huh?
No, it's what you said. The rosary. You got it wrong, but it's okay.
I meant to get it wrong, actually.
Okay.
It's a really wholesome 100 situation. It's a wholesome situation. Okay, I'm taking off the irony mask for this one because I talk about so many creators that blow, I guess, for pregnant women, and like the 5 people that played Amnesia Rebirth, where you play as a pregnant woman.
Is that true? You play as a pregnant woman in Amnesia?
In Amnesia, in the new Amnesia, yes. In the new one that came out, the 3rd.
Yeah.
You're so much bigger. This can't be real.
Like the relatability ends there. But then after those TikToks, she then ended up doing podcasts with like Drake. So there was definitely something going on behind the scenes. She had a very good manager at least.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host Bobby Altoff. Today I'm here with. Can you introduce yourself?
Drake. But with
I like how he just looked at her and was like, what?
Right.
Like, you don't know who I am?
the Doki situation, she's talked about how she hasn't been able to make content because of her contract and just a lot of horrible things behind the scenes, even being hospitalized at one point. And now she has the biggest career that she's ever had, which is great. But now there have been some updates to the situation, some which are downright hilarious, if anything, because one thing I love to do is look at big companies and laugh at their downfall. No, man! LOL!
Let me see.
What does that say?
Termination notice. Okay, that's the termination. Termination of Celine Takasaki contract with any color. We hereby announce that we have had to make a difficult decision to terminate our contract with Natsusaki. Liver. Okay, this was a contract before about her being fired.
LOL!
Wait, hold on a second. They posted that on Twitter?
They posted that on Twitter before telling her that she was fired.
I have nothing nice to say.
While she was probably in the hospital recovering from attempted unaliving herself.
Oh.
Laugh at their downfall. No, man! LOL! So, as I talked about in the previous video, Doki Bird was originally with the agency called Niji Sanji. Now, this is a huge conglomerate. They have so much talent, but now, because Doki Bird has split off and basically became a celebrity overnight, they are trying to do as much damage control as possible. Now, originally, like I said, their acknowledgement of her being let go wasn't very good. She didn't even know that she was being let go until they came out with a tweet mentioning it, and then straight after, they had a merch drop. This is the equivalent of if the Queen died. I mean, she did die. When the Queen died in the UK, they'd announced some kind of merch drop, like get your limited edition robe or one of 1,000 inflatable crowns.
I mean, I think that would sell. Would you get an inflatable crown?
An inflatable what?
Crown.
Crown?
Yeah, like if like let's say like the Queen died, and they just dropped a merch drop of inflatable crowns.
The Queen did die.
Yes,
no,
I know
would
she
not
died.
But no, I would not. I would
Are you
not.
sure about that?
I am 110% sure about. I am so sure about that.
Remember when you did that stream where like you were doing that stream on Facebook and like they accidentally they gave you the kids meal accidentally.
Oh, we did a was it a 24-hour stream?
Yeah, the 24 hours.
We did it. Yeah, me and Reaper did a 24-hour stream for trans homeless kids who got kicked out of their
and then they accidentally
their house.
And the Uber person gave you
I ordered Uber because I can't leave the desk only to and I ordered like a big man meal, like a meal. And then I opened the bag and it's like, oh, it's a Happy Meal.
It's a Happy Meal.
I still have the toy too, by the way.
He still has the toy.
It was a toy. It was during Space Jam 2 came out, and it was Yosemite Sam on a I still have the toy. I'm looking at it.
Like I was like wishing that you got a crown somehow, like you could put the crown
That's
on.
Burger King.
Well, that's why I was hoping that one day you would order from him to put the crown on.
I might do that. And if we do another donation stream, I will do Burger King and I'll be like, please give me the crown. And I'll wear it throughout the stream.
Yeah, money doesn't buy happiness, maybe for a minute. Well, yeah, that's true.
It's true, but sometimes I wonder if we just tell ourselves that because we're poor.
Yeah, I mean, ask Boogie that. It brought him happiness for a couple of minutes with the $200,000 he spent on hookers.
Well, that's the thing. He was irresponsible. He was irresponsible.
This is BBC News. We're interrupting our schedules for the following announcement.
Just listen.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Why do you think I'm making this video? So as soon as she announced the lawsuit and how private it was going to be, 3 of the biggest talent on Nijisanji basically came out and talked about the lawsuit, basically disregarding any amount of privacy whatsoever and then ending it by saying, now it's up to the lawyers. Now, the stream talking about the lawsuit was huge. It got like well over 1 million views. If you look at the likes and dislikes, not very good. And the stream itself.
What?
Can other streamers who are involved in the company speak about a lawsuit that they shouldn't be they shouldn't be talking about the lawsuit?
They shouldn't
right?
be, but I've heard this company is so incompetent that they don't even know how to write a proper NDA. So, non-disclosure agreement.
This company, it's bad managing. They don't know how to do the paperwork right.
Maybe their NDA
they don't pay people. Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe their NDA is like so under. Like, I heard one situation where they had to actually beg to get an NDA written up by this company, so this music artist can do a song or something like that. And they finally wrote it after being begged to write one, and they put the wrong name, and they just signed it anyway. But they put the wrong name of the person, so technically that person can just talk as much shit as they want.
I was about to say you get away with murder with that.
So I mean, this company is kind of incompetent in a lot of regards.
Huge. It got like well over 1 million views. If you look at the likes and dislikes, not very good. And the stream itself was only 15 minutes. Surprisingly, this isn't the shortest stream we've had this year. That would still go to Aiden Russ when he paid Playboy Carti money to come on the stream. And the entire stream was 6 minutes long.
Back to the studio. 2024 music.
You leave right now?
Yeah.
What? Aiden Ross is such a fucking clown. I hate that piece of shit.
I was about to say you do not like him.
Oh, he's a crypto scamming garbage human being, horrible man. I only hope the worst for him. Garbage human being.
Aiden he Ross does look like Nick Carter. Yeah,
he does look like he looks like he actually gained a little, he got skinnier. But let's not insult Nick, the Nikado guy, I think he's probably a better human being than this guy for sure, by leagues.
All right, hold on, let me mute real quick.
Now, the stream itself intentionally is just a black screen, but it's got the three biggest talents of Niji Sanji: Elora Pandora, Vox Akuma, and Ike Eveland. So there was a lot of things that were admitted on the stream. Basically, there was a PR statement that was completely canned. And this statement, which went against what Doki wanted, was scheduled to go live the actual exact same time that Doki was going live as well, because she actually has like a timetable when she's going to go live, which was a little bit underhanded. And that they self-reported that, yes, this did actually happen. And then there was some pretty bad attempts at deflection to kind of like not acknowledge any wrongdoing in this whatsoever, and it's entirely Doki's fault or like outside forces. And Doki is now lawyering up because, you know, Niji basically fumbled the bag so much by exposing private information. I think there's something really wrong about this situation as well, that the talent for Niji Sanji are basically being used as meat shields. Meat shields not being something I thought I'd used since my Cruelty Squad video, but yeah, it's like it's not uploaded onto the Niji Sanji main channel. It's instead being uploaded onto a creator's channel, almost as if the actual big
That's kind of wild.
I
Like,
wonder if
why
they got
would
paid for this.
or forced, saying, "Hey, you want to do this, or else we're gonna have some issues with you." Let me see
I
what's
mean, they own your avatar. They basically own your personality. They own your content. I
Let me
can
see.
see it being forced.
Let me see what was. Now I'm curious. What the hell are they talking about? Here, this is the video. It's a black screen.
Okay.
Okay, so here's
It's
the video.
added. Yeah.
Hi, this is Elora Pandora. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Vox and Ike are also present here with me, and we would like to take some time to address the events surrounding Zelentatski's contract termination.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
To preface, we have discussed with Anycolor staff and our legal team about what we are able to say. However, due to how sensitive the situation is, please do keep in mind that there are limits.
Why are we talking into the void of darkness? Are these people being held hostage with a gun to their head or something? What the fuck? What are we watching? Are these people being like
They don't
like the,
own their characters. That's why.
like the Yakuzas in the background with a fucking knife to their heads? Like, okay, you better fucking help us out with
Yeah.
publicity for Nichisanji, or we're gonna have to deal with you. We're gonna have to dispose of you. Like, what the fuck are we watching? Is this a hostage?
It
Blink-
really is a black screen. It's not even like, oh, the room is black. No, this is literally a black screen.
They can't even blink and signal us if they're in trouble. Blink 3 times if you're in trouble, guys.
This is a cry for
we're able to
help.
share. Both we, the livers, and the company have been affected deeply and are taking the situation very seriously. Everything that'll be discussed has been approved by our lawyers or is based solely on our personal experiences.
If this was approved by a lawyer, then they're a pretty shitty lawyer, because they probably would tell you to shut the fuck up and just keep quiet. But I mean, that's just me. It's just my personal opinion from a simpleton on the internet. But whatever.
Before anything is discussed,
Yeah, Tim is
there
a
is something
gamer.
very important that we, Nijisanji En, feels need to be made very clear. All of us do not condone harassment of any kind to any of the parties involved. After discussion with the members of
Yeah, I play games. Usually I like playing single games. I don't like playing with people, mainly because I have my own schedule and I don't want to be, I play what I want once in a while and I work, and I don't want to be associated with anyone playing with them, basically. So I will only play a single player game, and it takes me a very long time to beat a game because obviously don't have a lot of time. Let's just say that much.
Nijisanji En as a collective, I volunteered for my channel to be used for this stream. Additionally, we've been told that there will also be a video releasing regarding the situation from Tazumi-san directly a few hours following the stream. But what we say on this stream is our own words and our own feelings. I would like to first apologize if my silence on the matter has caused any worry. Over the past month, staff received documents from Selen's lawyer containing examples of her claimed experiences under any color. These documents.
Oh my god!
I feel like this was like how many? I'm trying. Oh, you don't have the plugin to see the dislike ratio.
Oh, it was like 150,000 actually.
A lot more dislikes than likes.
Yeah, it was a lot.
The ratio was against them.
First off, why are you talking about documents that were exchanged with the company when you're a third-party employee that means that like you're gonna be. That means they're gonna want the communications between you and the corporation, and you just put yourself out there as witnesses to this case that they have. Why would you do that? That's so stupid.
Documents in question included personal information of some livers, and when it was sent to us, we learned that there was a potential that this information could be made public. Some of the information poses a risk to our personal safety and puts some of us at risk of doxing. Notably, one section of this document alludes to where Millie and I live. However, there are also harmful claims Selene made in the document about some livers' personal information that we believe are simply untrue. I felt threatened and scared of speaking out about the situation because of the risk that it could pose to not just my own safety, but the safety of those around me as well.
Okay, so if you translate, this is the common situation where these people are playing damage control for themselves because there's probably something that's probably damaging them, and you know this is called the snakening. Probably they snaked this docky person, and now they're fucking trying to, you know, make everyone believe that she's the problem. So,
as a person, control.
As a person who has lived through this situation, who has actually had some firsthand experience with the snakening, I can tell you, I can already feel it coming on.
I'm very sad that this is how everything had to turn out, and I deeply apologize to all the fans who have been affected through this time. When Selene had posted the tweet about her cover being privated, several EN members reached out to Selene, and we expressed our concerns. We were genuinely concerned, and we wanted to understand the situation, as we were all in the dark about it. Once she notified all of us regarding her hospitalization, we...
Oh my god, look at this. The fucking Pinocchio those. Oh my god, this chat is not Catholic.
It's against them, yeah.
So scripted. This is like no cap, man.
This is scripted though. This is very much scripted.
Really? I mean, like they're in a black room. There's probably like a Yakuza member in the background with a fucking knife to them, like a sword or something. And they're probably being forced to read this script. Like, read this script or we're going to get rid of your family. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, this is so weird. It's like they didn't want...
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I've never seen this. It feels like we're about to, like, you know, this is like a hostage situation or something.
Immediately reached out to her, each other, and her manager to confirm her safety. Her manager also immediately reached out to her and her emergency contact and kept us updated throughout the entire situation as well. It's been a very tough time for a lot of us, and I'm honestly not sure what else to say, but thank you again for everything, for waiting, and thank you.
Thanks, Alira.
No,
you're
no
right.
worries.
Yeah, it has been a really, really tough time, and it's had an effect. I've noticed it's had an effect on everyone. It's had an effect on me too. So I'm joining this stream to talk about my experiences with Selene, to lend some of what I know to help you all understand the context of this a little bit better. I know that a lot of you watching are going to have your own views and opinions on the situation, and so all I would like to ask is that you can take the information that I'm going to present at face value if you can. So this recent situation began when Selene claimed on Twitter that her most recent song cover had been made private by staff, and she gave no context or reasoning as to why. In actual,
that's not true. She basically, you put it in private. She paid for the video, and you guys put it in private, because this company works like the worst run company I've ever seen in my life. This is probably
it's a slave ship. It's a slave ship.
And they literally threw their top 3 workers to be damage control at this point.
Yeah, not a good look.
Like, why is it the company spokesperson speaking? Why would you ever throw your 3 top fucking workers, who are, by the way, 1099 or 1040 employees, to do shit like this? Are they getting paid for this? I would hope so.
Oh, no, I don't know.
In reality, she had been asked to send the content of her music video to her.
Oh my god, are they really revealing private information? Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Let me see.
Oh, screenshots.
Yeah, this looks like from a Discord. Is that a Discord?
Some of them are from a Discord, but I think some of them could be from Twitter chat, like Twitter.
Yeah, what the fuck are we watching? Sorry for the late replies. Since this video included X libers, it will cause more time for me to get confirmation the audio is okay to me. So why is this released before I got confirmation? Celine. The video is not set to private until I got confirmation. There is also a chance that you might need to adjust it before setting it public confirmation.
Manager in advance of the release date, so it could be checked for content, etc. Which
So
is
that was
something
given to
all
them.
writers agree to do.
Yeah, basically, Docky, the person we're talking about, sends a video, says cover check here, right? This is the video.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is the second reply, the Japanese. This is probably the Japanese, and this says, "Hi, Selena. Sorry for the late reply. Since this video included X libras, it will cause more time for me to get confirmation the audio is okay to me. Since this video included and it says, why this is released before I got confirmation." So she releases it, and they're saying that they didn't get confirmation. She didn't get confirmation to release it. The video is set to private until I get confirmation. There is also a chance that you might need to adjust it before setting it up public again. So they privated it. And also, before you post anything to explain about it, please confirm with me.
Her manager communicated with her about this very clearly, but she released her cover without giving management time to check it, and as a result, it needed to be made private. It was going to be made public again once the checks had cleared. Management absolutely intended to let her release the cover once they'd made sure that it was okay to release. It's very important to establish this pattern of events had happened before on multiple occasions, including her Fall Guys tournament in August of 2023, a voice pack in May of the same year, and...
But why would you need to, like, this is going to further the brand. What's the problem? Why are you guys so fucking slow to just be like, yeah, just do it? You know, why not? It's like you're pissed off at a person doing events for you to further the brand. Are you out of your fucking mind? And you don't even have to pay for it? Jesus Christ.
I was about to say, didn't she pay out of pocket for it?
Yeah, she paid out of pocket for everything. So why did she need approval if you're not going to pay for it or even get her sponsors for the event? Like,
well, yeah, see, that's the thing. I understand working for a company, you need some type of approval, but I feel like nothing was wrong with the video whatsoever. It was YouTube friendly and public friendly for any social media. So why are you kind of like cock blocking her from, you know, they would have benefited from it. It was a stupid thing they did.
An outfit contest also in May. In each of these situations, Selene would be working on one of the projects I mentioned. She'd be given clear communication about confirming certain aspects with staff, as all other livers receive and comply with. And each time, she would refuse to cooperate. And when staff would react appropriately, she would make public statements that would hurt any color's reputation. And as these situations kept occurring, myself and other livers felt very upset and anxious. We felt that these statements harmed all of us as a group.
What?
What she's doing right now isn't affecting them, is that's the thing. What she's doing is not affecting them and their contracts with this company.
Yeah, it's weird.
So why are you talking?
Why are third-party contractors speaking on behalf of a multi-billion-dollar corporation? Like, that's like an Uber driver speaking up, going on a press conference for Uber.
Yeah.
Does that make any fucking sense? No.
It makes no sense.
And then exposing that they have personal communications between them and a lawyer and secret messages. Like, what the fuck are we watching here? Is this a multi-billion-dollar corporation? Or
it's like high school.
Yeah, are we watching like high school YouTube drama? Like, this is the type of shit you see on like YouTube drama. Like, I feel like this is like this is not what I expect of a corporation. This is crazy.
Excuse me. So it's this context that I hope explains why myself and some other livers decided to approach Selene and ask about her handling of the latest situation, which was her cover being made.
But it doesn't concern you. That's the thing. What she does within the company, you're not a collaborator. You're not one of her sponsors or anything. You're nothing to her, so shut up.
Do you realize that he just admitted to her bit of the basis of her lawsuit that she was being harassed? She made her claim that she was being harassed by people in the company, and then they just basically confirmed that they were the ones that contacted her on a live stream.
So you're the ones that were bugging her. Yeah.
Like, congratulations, you just admitted to part of her claims. Yeah, you made it to part of her claims of the lawsuit. What the fuck is this? This is so stupid.
Private. So some livers, myself included, asked Selene why she tweeted about the cover in the way that she did, expressing that we felt it was unnecessary and harmful. According to Selene's lawyer, it's this event that they claim to be a build-up of, and what they claim to be a build-up of past experiences that led to accusations made by Selene that she was bullied and harassed. As you can imagine, this is incredibly serious, and I want to state that throughout my friendship with Selene, I did my best to support her in private and talk to her about any problems she might have been having whenever I had the chance. Having thoroughly reviewed the documents sent to Anycolor by her lawyer, and based on what I know personally and her...
Oh my god, he just admitted to
I just don't understand why he's talking, or her talking, or any of them are talking.
He's like, yeah, I'm reviewing the documents from the legal department. Yeah, I'm having communications with their lawyer. No, I'm sure I won't be called as a witness to a civil lawsuit. I'm sure that will never happen now.
When was this posted?
11 days ago.
11 days ago, okay.
Have been told by Selene as her friend. Myself and other members vehemently believe these claims to be completely untrue. I feel very confident in saying that the way I and other livers communicated with Selene about this incident was fair and reasonable, especially considering our built-up anxiety over...
Oh my god, look at all the L's.
Yeah.
The L's, man. Like, what the fuck? This chat. Like, first off, Nichisagi, whatever the fuck your name is, why would you live stream this? Why would you not just make a video statement that's edited and you just basically release it? Why would you do this? This is so fucking stupid.
It doesn't involve them, though. It just involves the company that they work for.
Yeah, but man, imagine if you had 1.2 million people, right, watching a video, and you do this. Would you want to live stream an apology with like 100,000 people plus in the chat?
No, you're just gonna. I think you would do more damage.
Yeah, you would probably make a video and then you just put it out there, because I highly doubt they're really doing too well.
And are people donating?
Well, they're renewing their memberships.
Oh.
And donating, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, our apology stream, guys. We're going to donate money.
This repeating pattern.
It's like the Valdez situation, like the oil spill. Imagine he live streamed, I'm sorry. And he just
remember that South Park video clip? Oh, I'm sorry, on the bearskin cart. Yeah.
Imagine he did that like on YouTube. He's like, I'm going to apologize. And he starts getting super chats while he's apologizing.
Right?
I'm sorry for poisoning everyone in New Orleans with oil because I was just too motherfucking greedy.
I know.
In my opinion, I do not think that it was a form of harassment.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello.
Also, in the document given to Anycolor by Selene's lawyer, it stated that Selene had secretly recorded me in a private voice call without my knowledge or consent. Now, I have absolutely zero memory of what I might have specifically said in that recording, but we know it was on the topic of the tweet that I had made around the time of AR Live's cancellation last year.
Oh my god.
Okay. The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. But like, it doesn't matter about your consent. It matters if your consent in like certain states. Like Boston's a two-party consent state. It means both parties have to agree upon being recorded, or you will be charged with wiretapping. But like some states, you just need one-party consent. You can just record as much as you want. So I mean, it doesn't matter unless you find out what state she's in. Or I don't even think she's in this country. I think she lives in Canada. But I don't know what the laws are.
From what I know, based on this document, Selene had wanted to use this as proof of staff showing favoritism for some members over others, as at the time I wasn't reprimanded by staff having made that tweet. I followed this issue up with my managers, and I was told that they didn't reach out because they didn't want to cause further controversy at the time. However, I've been asked to delete other tweets on multiple occasions when I've accidentally broken a rule. In these cases, we're politely informed that when we should avoid tweeting something, we apologize, delete it, and move on. The real issue here, however, is that someone I trusted and considered a friend not only recorded me in secret, but also that these recordings were held without my knowledge for almost an entire year.
Okay, bro.
The plot thickens.
Plot thickens. Bro, welcome to YouTube. Assume, this is a lesson I had to learn because I'm in other communities, that there is no such things as privacy when it comes to your communications when you're a YouTuber. Just assume everything you type, everything you say is being recorded. like you're on a live stream and thousands of people are watching.
It's
Just
true.
assume that, and you are perfectly fine. So don't ever assume that some stranger in another continent, another state, is going to be friendly enough and not release all that shit on you. I've been through this situation before. That will never, you might as well wish for fucking ponies and like fucking dragons and stuff like that, because that's more likely to happen than people keeping it private.
The fact that this was held throughout our friendship is really upsetting to me. Until now, I had always looked up to Selene as my senpai, and I felt really lucky to be her friend.
Wait, what?
Having to talk about this now and seeing how
Hold
this
on.
has played out is, again, heartbreaking. Selena told me privately about her disagreements with staff and her managers, and I had done my best to support her and to help her make what I thought were the right choices, even when she talked about wanting to graduate. For context, leaving Niji-sanji is always an option for livers. If she had wanted to graduate beforehand, she was given very many chances to do so amicably.
Graduating is basically when you leave a company equitably, like you leave a company in good terms, and then you basically graduate. That's graduating. Okay, and if you don't, you end up like Docky, basically. Yep, unicorns. Thank you. I couldn't say it. You know how it is.
She was my senpai. How dare her?
Who was your senpai?
That's what he said. Like, if you like, when I went, oh wait, stop, wait, did he really just say that? He goes, I looked up to her. She was my senpai, and I was just like,
what?
Rewind it. Go rewind it.
How far? I missed that.
Click the back arrow twice.
Okay, let's start here.
And I had done my best to support her and to help her make what I thought were the right choices, even when she talked about wanting to graduate. For context, leaving Niji-sanji is always an option for livers. If she had wanted to graduate beforehand, she was given very many chances to do so amicably. And on multiple occasions, Selene had told us she planned on graduating, but would then go back on this shortly after.
Let me just start here.
Until now, I'd always looked up to Selene as my senpai, and I felt really lucky.
Oh my god!
You missed that? I was like, oh god. Yeah.
You just call her a senpai? What
Senpai.
the fuck? Bro, you need to get out of the anime life, man. I don't know what the fuck world you're in. You're like incorporating senpai. What the fuck are we in?
See, again, I love anime. Don't love it this much.
Like, she was my senpai. An upperclassman or mentor to an underclassman. And the man's like probably in his 30s or something, and he's calling people senpai. Man, if you called me senpai, that would be the last time we would probably talk for this.
Never. Just never.
I'd be like, bro, I lost all respect for you. This is it. We're done. I'm moving the fuck on. Wow.
It's cringy. It's cringy.
It's fucking cringe. It's cringe.
Is always an option for livers. If she had wanted to graduate beforehand, she was given very many chances to do so amicably. And on multiple occasions, Selene had told us she planned on graduating, but would then go back on this shortly after. For example, she told me that she would be graduating on the day we hosted the Prison Cup, but as you know, this didn't happen. She also, after being warned by staff due to her repeated rule breakages in May of last year, told other livers that she was being terminated at that time, when, like I said, she had just been warned, nothing else. Because I trusted her so much, and I listened to her narrative of Hearth or
Why
There we
the
go.
fuck would her business relationship with the company have anything to do with you? Like, why do you care? Why, like
I don't understand. It has nothing to do with them whatsoever. It's between her and the company.
Yeah.
And that's it. You should still be her friend. And if you're a true friend, you should be there for her if she needs to vent or she needs to talk. But you know your limits too. And
Like,
you have
why-
to tell her, hey, I work for this company.
And you're gonna
I'll
be
talk
like-
to you with it, but don't go that far.
Yeah. And you're like, she snaked me. She released private information. So I'm going to go on a live stream and release my private information too. It's like, okay, bro. Snake's a snake.
Truths
Your
about her
new name is
relationship with any
Senpai.
fella. This caused me so much anger on her behalf that I had considered graduating with her in solidarity. Seriously. And I now know that my intense feelings at the time came from omitted context and falsehoods. And that, once again, is heartbreaking. I'm incredibly happy with my job. And even in the face of times as hard as these, I
Agreed. What the fuck are we watching? I agree with Sun Color, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Really wouldn't want it any other way. So regardless of how I now feel about Selene having been my friend and having hurt me and my fellow livers in this way, her attempt on her life will never ever be something to be taken lightly. I recall the moment when I and other livers found out about what had happened, and we prayed for her safety then, and we still do. Regardless of the outcome of the situation, I genuinely want nothing more than for Selene to grow and to be in a safe place where she can look after her health, insofar as
Guys, we really care that this person attempted to unalive themselves. So let's do a hit piece on her, a 15-minute hit piece on her to shit on her.
I was
Guys,
about to say that it's very counterproductive what y'all are doing.
yeah, like let's reveal private information, and that really will help her mental state. Fantastic, guys, fantastic, great job, guys.
as me and the rest of Ian can heal in our own way too. To those of you watching this stream, please leave her be. Harassment of any kind is vicious and it's insane, and it has no place in this community. That's all I need to say. Thank you.
Do they know they're doing what they're doing?
Thank you, Vox.
No. I think their brains have melted. I think they watch too much anime, and I think their brain is melted because they're calling people senpais.
I mean, yeah, can't go back from that.
I mean, I'll never let this man down. I don't even know who this man is, but I have lost complete respect for him because he's calling another person senpai. Senpai? Like, no.
It's very creepy.
It is creepy.
Before we round things off, I also had something that I wanted to say. It's going to be a little bit on the shorter side. By the way, hi, I'm Mike. First off, I
feel like we're watching like the live streaming version of the Eyes of March when they stab Julius Caesar like 30 times or something. Like each one has to stab fucking Julius Caesar. But this is like the Eyes of March for VTubing. Like they all have to stick the knife in to like Donkey. Like let's just stick that knife in, Zara. Okay, you're next. You gotta stick that knife in too.
See, it's funny because you were thinking about that, and my dumb guppy brain was thinking about that part when Jon Snow's at the wall and everybody stabbed him.
For the watch.
And Jon goes, Ollie. And Ollie stabs him. So it's the same thing.
For the watch.
For the watch, yeah.
just wanted to say, like, preface this with, like, sorry if I have a hard time finding the proper words for anything. I'm a little bit all over the place right now. Excuse me for a second. For a very long time, I considered Selene as a good friend within Niji Sanji Ian, be it on stream or off stream. We always managed to get on really well. So that's why it was so shocking for me to learn that Any Color had received these documents from Selene's lawyer. Learning about what was contained within these documents was, to me personally, incredibly saddening. Knowing that the things said within the document were coming from the very same person that I called my friend was hurtful and disappointing in a way I really don't know how to describe. Not only because of it made me now re-examine our entire friendship, but primarily because the document contains some information that we believe is incorrect, that could be harmful for us, and it's just private information that is very terrifying to have being, shown before you like that. Right now, we're all very stressed.
Okay, dumbasses. Let me explain something to you. Ninjasagi, whatever the fuck this company name is, I'm going to call him Ninji for the sake of not butchering his name continuously. Ninji does not give a fuck about you. What you should have done is never gone in this live stream and did this. You should have hired your own attorneys that would represent you. And then you should have done that instead. Now, you're not personally being sued. I didn't see the caption yet, but I'm assuming that these people are not going to be sued, probably suing the big buck people with big bucks. But you get a lawyer, and then you say, hey, what is the best course of action? What should I say? You don't listen to the idiot corporation that can't even write a proper NDA. No, because they're only hoping to save their asses, not you. So, and all the others are really agreeing with me.
But in spite of this, I feel like the public deserves to, at the very least, be aware of the existence of these documents, as well as of some of its contents for the sake of transparency and honesty. We understand that the past week of radio silence has been really difficult for all of you, but please rest assured that we have been working very, very hard to try and understand what it is that we can and cannot.
Why are you guys saying
don't
this
get it.
when Celine didn't say anything bad about you guys except the company? Can there be more clarity?
I was about
Well,
to say, yeah.
well, ma'am, Ying, by the way, it's because these people should not be saying anything and they should have kept their mouth shut. But the corporation probably is making them make a statement so that the corporation can save its ass in the public view because they have stocks out there, and they just saw their market cap. They lost about $150 million in market cap value in literally a couple of days, and they're panicking and they're spiraling. And these are the sacrificial lambs that they're throwing to the group to basically deal with this. So that's why.
Say about this. But we wanted to make sure that what we shared was as much as we were able to share. Within Nijisanji EN, everyone always makes an effort to make sure that anyone who wants to be
Can you
included in
pause real
something.
quick? Oh, did you pause? Okay.
Yeah,
the tone in their voices seems so devastated. Like their tone seems like somebody passed away. And I'm getting very confused with the whole situation.
Well, that's probably because there's a Yakuza member in the background with a gun to their family members that told them to read the scripts.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's just the tone of their voice. Like if you just jumped in randomly in the conversation and you just tuned into this video now, you'd be like, "Oh my god, who died?"
Yeah, like
has the opportunity to do so, whether that be online or offline. And all of us will continue to do our utmost to provide a safe and fun environment for fans to enjoy together. And lastly, to round this off, I want to reiterate, please do not spread hate to anyone involved in any way, shape, or form, or anyone in general, honestly. We ask that in these...
Oh my god, we're gonna move on to the rest of the pyro.
Anymore.
But
the drama.
Like we don't want any hate to this person, but we're gonna say that this person recorded and really backstabbed us. But we don't want hate to this person. We don't want hate to this person.
It's counterproductive. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Like the brains of people have fucking shrinked over time. It's like if you don't want issues with this person, then don't mention them and keep your mouth fucking shut and then move the fuck on. Let Ninja deal with it. Let that company deal with it, and you just keep quiet, get your own lawyers, and that's pretty much it. Keep everything from the public.
Oh wait, hold on. Putting the video back. There you go.
It's his fault, not our fault. And because of the fact that they timed this stream to go live exactly when Doki was going to go live, she had to end the stream early because obviously people were starting to hate brigade her channel.
Oh, we couldn't really have this Neopet stream. I was really looking forward to it. And I guess I'll see you guys later, everybody. Bye, guys.
Now, one thing I do want to say, as you could probably tell, I'm not very versed in the VTuber lore. I don't even watch anime that much.
Yeah, that's a common tactic. You basically go live during a person. If you really want to, like, if there's like a drama you want to like kind of hit them on, yeah, that's pretty much a tactic to do that.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing, and it's kind of like you can't really continue doing a stream about games when literally a corporation shitting on you, and there's like hundreds of thousands of people watching that. You know what I mean? There's no fucking point.
I've only recently started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's really, really good.
He will need you.
These three VTubers that were making the statement against Doki Birds, I almost feel like it's not really their fault. It is more the management kind of pushing them and putting them up to it. Because as you know, if big faceless company makes a statement, people just go, silence brand. But then if you get some creators on that team to put out their own statements, it seems a bit more personalized and there's like a bigger chance of winning people over. Obviously, that is not the scenario here. But what I'm trying to say is Doki Bird is a very liked and respected creator, but the other creators that did their own live stream, they're also very liked. Well, probably before this stream, but still they had a lot of respect. Now, there are some weird things that stick out to me during the stream. Like, for example, there's like some very sharp, forced breathing. Now, apparently this is pretty common with AI voices, but even then it's still a little bit bizarre.
And we would like to take some time to address the events surrounding Zelensky's contract termination.
Obviously, a lot of people
What is this, like the fucking Blair Witch Project? I missed that part in that video. The Blair Witch Project, like.
I was about to say Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, we're aging ourselves here.
I know.
People noticed that, and then they said that because of that, the video is scripted. It probably is scripted because they do open up by saying they're not really sure what they can and can't say, and it has to be very concise. So are they reading a script behind a black screen? Probably. I don't really need my spidey sense to tell me that if you're under huge allegations, you're then going to be reading from a script. They then go on to say that, both the livers and the company have been affected very deeply, and that they're taking the situation very, very seriously.
Both we, the livers, and the company have been affected deeply and are taking the situation very seriously. Everything that will be discussed has been approved by our lawyers or is based solely on our personal experiences.
And then goes on to basically say everything that's been discussed with lawyers and personal experience.
Before anything is discussed, there is something very important that we, Nijisanji En, feels need to be made very clear. All of us do not condone harassment of any kind to any of the parties.
Including Doki Bird in that statement. Now, to be fair, in the stream, she does actually say at one point that she volunteered for her channel to be used for the stream.
I volunteered for my channel to be used for this stream.
Which, if anything, it sounds like you're basically offering yourself up for sacrifice, knowing that you're going to be the one to get...
Ritual sacrifice, like to the
right
to save Ninja, the company. What the fuck?
All this shit thrown at you, because like I said, Doki Bird has absolutely blown up. She's basically became one of the biggest VTubers imaginable completely overnight. So it's almost like she knew she was being up for the firing squad. Now, at some points, you can hear the genuine fear in her voice, because her and the team must have an insane amount of pressure behind them, knowing that basically anything they're going to say, they're going to get bodied anyway.
However, there are also harmful claims Selene made in the document about some livers' personal information that we believe are simply untrue. I felt threatened and scared of speaking out about the situation because of the risk that it could pose to not just my own safety.
Yeah.
Is she laughing or trying not to cry?
Trying not to cry.
Okay, it's confusing. So
yeah, I'm thinking there's some sort of. My guess is, this is my guess, is that when you have a personal conversation with people, you're not, especially you're probably not expecting hundreds of thousands of people to listen to your personal conversation. Yeah. So there could be conversations in that, they're probably screenshotted in that complaint that she does not want other people to read about her. You know what I mean? That would probably be something very nervous to get out there. It was also they're VTubers, so it could be stating addresses, names, things like that that could freak them out.
Yeah.
But the safety of those around me as well.
Now, another VTuber that I mentioned earlier, Vox, joins in, and he basically goes on to talk about how Selene did a cover of a song that was taken down by Nijisanji. I talked about this last video and how she tweeted about it.
This recent situation began when Selene claimed on Twitter that her most recent song cover had been made private by staff, and she gave no context or reasoning as to why. In actuality, she had been asked to send the content of her music video to her manager in advance of the release date so it could be checked for content, etc., which is something that all livers agree to do. Her manager communicated with her about this very clearly, but she released her cover without giving management time to check it, and as a result, it needed to be made private.
I mean, wouldn't it be a good idea to show us the date in which these message exchanges occurred?
It would make sense. It would help. But
I mean, let's say this came. I mean, wouldn't that change the whole context of what's going on? If this was all within a day, then obviously management would not have enough time to react. But if this is day one and they eventually come back, and they still don't come back for a couple of days or a week or two, then that changes the whole context of what's going on. So why are you not showing the date of these stuff? Wait, actually they are, because I'm an idiot. I didn't read it because it was Japanese next to it. Let me see. Okay, see. All right. Okay. See, this is why I'm an idiot. I should have seen this part. I did a glare. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. But anyway. Okay, it says here, 23/12/24 at 8:33:26. I don't know if it's PM or what. It's Japanese. I think it's military time, so that would probably be 8:30 in the morning. 8:30. Okay, let me see. And then it says 23/12/25. So basically almost 2 days later, the reply, and then another day passes by, and then they make this message. And then they make the message again the day they remove it. And then they message again. Literally, in 20 minutes, they make 3 responses about it. So basically, the management didn't say anything for like 2 days in the Discord message.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are messages, and then 6 is a Twitter post.
There's a Twitter post, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, they tried to show some screenshots to basically counter Doki to make her not seem as innocent as she's portrayed to be. But at the same time, like, why did you wait until now to drop these screenshots? It almost seems like it's damage control at this point. That should have been the first thing that Niji Sanji should have done when this all went down, instead of, cutting her off and then doing a merch drop. Now, even though earlier in the stream they do mention they don't want harassment sent to anyone's way, Vox basically tries to portray Doki Bird as someone that has a repeated pattern of behavior of not being a great person, of having these same actions that lead to the same situation. Like, he even mentions a Fall Guys tournament at one point. Vox then goes on to make a pretty heavy claim that Doki was like illegally recording him, basically saying that there was a conversation and he didn't consent to being recorded. The problem is Doki lives in Canada, and Canada, like a lot of Western countries, do have a one-party consent law, which means if one person wants to record...
Yep, that is true.
For the entire conversation, the other person doesn't really have to consent to it. But obviously framing it as being like illegal, that's again trying to make Doki seem a lot more of a scumbag.
And that is considered defamation when you claim someone did something illegal.
Yep.
Then, after trying to portray her as not a very honest person, he then goes on to say, I only wish her the best. I only wish she learns and she grows, which is like what every YouTuber says in an apology video. I don't know why that's like a meme at this point. They always say, I want to learn and grow.
Also, in the document given to Any Color by Selen's lawyer, it stated that Selen had secretly recorded me in a private voice call without my knowledge or consent. Now, I have absolutely zero memory of what I might have specifically said in that recording, but we know it was on the topic of the tweet that I had made around the time of AR Live's cancellation last year.
And to add on top of that as well, you might have seen recently, in the past couple of days, Niji Sanji themselves actually did a response video. Now, unfortunately, they didn't call it My Response To. They instead titled it Addressing Your Concerns. But the beginning of the apology alone is very, very dishonest. He actually says at one point, let me apologize for a misunderstanding caused by the notice.
Hello, I'm Rick Tazumi, CEO of Anycolor Inc. I'm making this video to speak directly to you, the fans of Nisanji Ian, and everyone who supports the VTuber industry. First of all, I deeply apologize for causing concern to many people. Please allow me this time to address your concerns.
I really don't like the word misunderstanding because it almost infers like, I'm not sorry, I'm sorry you feel that way. There's actually a comment on the YouTube video because surprisingly, they didn't actually disable comments. It's like he was drunk driving.
How do you not disable comments? What the fucking shit? Like, this is just amateurish hour, bro.
Hit a pedestrian and is now apologizing to the witnesses, the bystanders, the lawyers, everyone except the pedestrian. Because obviously at no point do they actually make a direct apology to Doki Bird because that would basically undo everything. This is Future Pyro here. I did actually record the rest of this video, but then I realized that my OBS was paused the entire time, so the video just abruptly ended. What I did want to say is that...
Can we get prayer hands for Mr. Power Cybernickel, unfortunately, for losing probably 7 hours of his day because of that fuck up. Jesus Christ.
After all of this drama, Niji Sanji lost around 15% of their entire stock value. In comparison, 10% of their value would be around $152 million. But again, for a company so big, that really is just a drop in the bucket. So before
$152 million in market cap value dropped because they basically fucked up and fired a woman, one employee. Jesus Christ. That's such a horrible situation. That's pretty bad.
In this video, because I think this will be the last time I talk about this, I just want to give a quick rundown of everything that has happened from start to finish. Selen, or Doki, tries to host a national tournament. Niji Sanji make her pay out of her own pocket. Then Niji Sanji shut down the tournament after she pays. Niji Sanji then ban her from doing any additional tournaments. Niji Sanji then ban her from doing national tournaments. And they never give Selen the silver play button, which is apparently a common thing that none of the other creators actually got their silver play button. Then Selen tries to do an art.
I fucked it up. I was trying to put it back to normal speed, and of course.
Oh, I was about to say, ooh.
I was like, fuck. I just like realized that.
Then Selen tries to do an art competition. Niji Sanji make her pay out of her own pocket and give the artists less than a month to work with. Selen requests a longer deadline. Niji Sanji, of course, do nothing. Selen then gets inside harassment from other livers who are never named. Niji Sanji then say that they know about the harassment, but basically choose to do nothing because apparently Selen has already destroyed their reputation. Then Selen works on a Christmas music video. Niji Sanji make a pay out of her own pocket. Selen spends $15,000 of her own money on the music video. Niji Sanji take down the music video hours after it drops. Selen then asks Niji Sanji for help. Niji Sanji, of course, does absolutely nothing. Selen then spends $200,000 of her own money in a year just to keep herself afloat with zero help from the company. And as we know later, Selen wasn't in a good mental space and ended up going to the hospital. And then Niji Sanji took over her account and pretended to be her for 2 months. And then Niji Sanji announced Selen's termination without even telling her first. She basically found out.
What do you think of that so far?
I'm just still really confused on why they injected themselves.
What, those 3 people?
Yeah, like I'm still trying to wrap my head around
Probably this company told them talk or else we're going to fire you and then you're not going to have an avatar anymore. Because think about it. They control their social media. They control their avatars. They control everything. So all they do is just fire them. And then now they have to start over at zero. And if you don't understand social media, guys, starting from zero is horrible. You need a shout out from someone. This is not like the algorithm gods have to bless you and you get lucky. So basically, if you don't get shouted out, you're going to have to start from zero and you're done.
I mean, this is true.
At the same time that the general public did, and they terminated her immediately, keeping her from saying goodbye to anyone that she knew, saying that the exclusion is negligible. And then, of course, they promoted merch a day later like nothing happened. And then finally, Niji Sanji broke their own NDA to show livers their contracts and conversations with Selen, which have her medical documents involved. All of this to save face.
Jesus Christ.
There has to be more to this, too.
Why would you ever show her medical records to a bunch of livers? Oh my God. What is wrong with this company? This company is fucking stupid.
Now, after all of this, Selen or Doki has put out another tweet response. It is incredibly long. I'll let you read it for yourself. But overall, the situation is really drawn out and it's kind of sad. I mean, this is my first involvement in the VTuber scene, and it's not a great look for all parties involved. I just really wish Doki's doing the best and also the VTubers as well that were basically thrown into defending themselves. It's just a really shitty situation.
All right, so let's see. This Canadian lawyer says something. We'll move on to just stop this here.
Do you think because the lawsuit is technically, in Japan, we will never be able to see those documents?
She's going to have 2 lawyers. She's going to have one in Canada and one in Japan. Okay. She's going to have 2 because there's two separate, venues to deal with.
Okay, hold on.
Goalkeeper. The person who has made this 100% correctly is freaking Doki Bird and Doki Bird's lawyer. And so anybody telling you like, oh, she's got a great legal case, she's going to fight this in court, I don't see that as happening. She has been nailing this. She's going to be a millionaire off of this. And I hope that she's getting enough to get some proper treatment, like healthcare, because I mean, when you got depression, it tends to linger. I hope she's doing all right, but she's absolutely 100% killing it. And the best legal advice you can sometimes get is this legal advice, which is don't fucking do it. There are so many times when the best legal advice you can get is don't fucking do it. And I think
kind of agree with that one.
I mean, he's simplifying it. Don't fucking do it.
That probably would eliminate like 70 to 80% of lawsuits in the world. But
that might be some of the advice she's getting from her lawyers. Like, don't try to sue. Just do all of that. Doki Bird is doing like amazingly. And I was talking about the the Jeanette Braun thing. The advice that she should have given her client in some places is don't do it. Don't don't bring these things. Don't send the takedowns. Just shut up and, shut up and let people tire themselves out. I can tell you as well that had Niji could have walked out of this. Niji did not have to do this to themselves. What could Niji have done to avoid this? She is having what is a clear mental health breakdown, and she is saying that the fault of this is Niji. So you know what you do? You say, okay, we're going to give you a graduation. We're going to give you a great big graduation. We're going to send you off as you requested in style. This hurts my brain. Sometimes the thing to do is to be nice. And this is why Doki has succeeded so well, is because Doki's response is just to respond to things and to be nice.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes being nice will avoiding a lot of trouble. Like,
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, for instance, the way he was falsely accused of rape, he was accused of raping a woman.
Yes.
All right, and one of the main regrets he has is that if he was just nice to that lady and walked her to the elevator, that woman probably would not have made that claim against him. At least that's what he says. Sometimes just being nice to someone might avoid a situation. I don't know. Sometimes that's the case.
Rather than mean. I'm going to tell you, if people think you are being mean to a particular creator, a particular person, that the way to solve that is not by doubling down and being mean to that person. The correct answer, PR-wise, is not to go and find that kitten and kick the kitten. At the end of the day, all they did was they got those people muddy without actually harming Doki at all.
Yes, that's pretty much it. So, after watching all that, what's your thoughts, man?
I think the whole situation, I think she had a right to say what she wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
You do have your right to tell your story. No matter what your story is, you do have a right in your own time and tell it how you do have a right for that. Those three jokers, though, I don't understand, other than they were her friend, what they have anything to do with it. It's a publicity stunt. They should have shut up. I would have chose my friendship over money. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
And she still owed money. She needs to get her money. I imagine your whole persona, your face, your voice, everything is owned by a company. And gamers, they make a lot of content. It's an everyday thing. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 games a day so they can push out content so they could have a day off. And imagine doing that and not getting paid. Denied sponsors.
Yeah, I mean, you're denied getting sponsors for events. You're trying to push events so you can grow your channel. You're trying to push events. You're just getting punished for it, and then you have to pay out of your own pocket. It really sucks.
It's a shitty situation. Yeah.
I do hope for the best for that person.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully she will do. I mean, lawsuit's probably going to take a while, but I think Niji completely fucked up. Sharing documents, talking about sharing documents, not a smart move. If you're ever in a lawsuit, keep your motherfucking mouth shut.
Yeah, don't say fucking nothing. Yeah.
The more information you say about your tactics and who you talk to, the more likely that they will ask for that in discovery. And that is never a smart move. It is what it is. Anyway, that is pretty much it about the VTuber drama situation that's going on right now. Very interesting. I learned about a subculture of YouTube. Tony's probably going to be an Avatar Wolf soon to see if he can get his own bag, get the bag.
I'll be a bear. I think I'll be a
bear. You'll be like
a black bear.
Winnie the Pooh, you'll be.
Oh, God. No, all I can think about is China.
You'll be like your face would be like Xi Jinping or something like that.
Yeah.
Why is it bear? Be like, woohoo! Where's my honey?
See how fast I get kicked off YouTube with that.
Oh, you would be gone less than 30 minutes of that live stream. You would be especially gone if it was like Winnie the Pooh.
Imagine if I put it on TikTok, then I would be feared for
Banned
my
in
life.
less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes gone. Just
I might try it out. Like I have a camera and I never really use it, but I bought the camera for it. So maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll just give it a go.
Anywho, man.
For shits and giggles.
You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for rewatching. And good talking to you as always, Tony.
Yeah, always. Thank you all for watching, and y'all be safe and have a good weekend.
Also, make sure to hit the like, dislike, or even leave a comment. I read the comments. It is what it is. You guys have a good one.
Yep. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.